From the moment an aircraft begins its journey, there is a sense of engineering brilliance and human curiosity at work. Every flight is not only about getting from one destination to another, but also about the fascinating science and design that make such a journey possible. When we look closely, one of the most remarkable details on a modern airplane is something we often overlook: the winglets. Those small, upward-curving tips at the end of the wings are not just for looks. They play a critical role in making flight more efficient and smoother for everyone on board. As an airplane cuts through the sky, air flows over and under the wings. Normally, the higher pressure beneath the wing tries to escape upward around the edges, creating swirling air known as vortices. These spirals of air create drag, which slows the plane down and wastes fuel. The invention of winglets was a breakthrough because they disrupt these spirals, reduce drag, and allow the aircraft to save massive amounts of fuel on long journeys. Airlines benefit from lower costs, passengers enjoy quieter, smoother flights, and the environment gains from reduced emissions. It's a simple-looking addition that has a massive impact on global aviation. Think about this. Without winglets, an airline operating thousands of flights a year would consume far more fuel, adding both expense and pollution to the skies. With winglets, the savings are so significant that airlines can save millions of dollars annually. That money can be reinvested in improving services, and the reduced environmental footprint makes flying a little more sustainable. Winglets are one of those perfect examples where science, engineering, and responsibility meet. But winglets are not just about numbers. They change the way passengers experience flight. Next time you sit by the window, notice the tips of the wings curving gracefully upward. As the sun sets or rises, these winglets catch the light, glowing softly against the backdrop of the clouds. They give the aircraft a futuristic and sleek look while silently working to stabilize the ride. Even though most passengers may not notice, these elegant structures are working constantly to fight turbulence caused by wingtip vortices, helping to keep the cabin calmer. From inside the cabin, the view outside is always changing. The glistening ocean waves, the endless deserts, the checkerboard of farmlands, or the sparkling cities at night. No matter the scenery, those winglets are always in the corner of your vision, reminding you that aviation is as much about design as it is about wonder. They represent decades of innovation, from early experiments in aerodynamics to the highly tested and perfected shapes we see today on airliners around the world. The science doesn't stop there. Modern winglets come in different shapes depending on the aircraft. Some curve upward smoothly, some split into two directions forming a sharklet, and others extend both upward and downward to squeeze out every bit of efficiency possible. Engineers carefully test these shapes in wind tunnels and simulations, ensuring that they deliver maximum benefits for the exact aircraft model. Every detail is calculated to balance strength, weight, and aerodynamic advantage. As the aircraft climbs higher, cruising at altitudes where the atmosphere is thin and the Earth curves gently below, the work of the winglets becomes even more important. At these heights, every bit of efficiency counts. The engines can reduce their power slightly because the aircraft is flying with less resistance. That means less noise, less vibration, and less fuel being burned. For the passengers, it translates into a quieter, smoother ride as the jet glides above clouds and continents. Flying over oceans and mountains, winglets symbolize the connection between human travel and the natural world. They help airplanes cross distances that would take days or weeks on land or sea, all while reducing the impact on the environment. For a passenger looking out, it can feel almost poetic, the mix of nature's beauty and human achievement working together to make flight possible. And when the aircraft finally begins its descent, winglets continue to play their part. As the flaps extend and the wings adjust for landing, the winglets help maintain control, reducing turbulence and drag during approach. They guide the plane smoothly back to the ground, where the journey ends, but the story of aviation innovation continues. Winglets are a perfect reminder that sometimes the smallest details make the biggest difference. They may look like simple extensions of the wing, but they are one of the most influential advances in modern aviation. They combine science, efficiency, beauty, and responsibility into a single feature that passengers see on nearly every flight today. The next time you board an aircraft, take a moment to look out at the wingtip. Beyond the horizon, beyond the clouds, and beyond the engines, those elegant curves are silently shaping the future of flight.